there, welcome to our very first episode of our Mongolian English talk show. With this show, we will be introducing modern-day Mongolian warriors and shining stars of Mongolia who are connecting Mongolia to the rest of the world. So without further ado, let me introduce Miss baigalmaa and her team members. She's an initiator and head of the Steppers to the West project. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How are you today? Good.
Good.
So, Miss baigalmaa, can you tell us how this idea of Steppers to the West project was born in the first place?
Okay. I'm a Mongolian adventure seeker with a nomadic background. So this idea came to my mind maybe 6 years ago. 6 years ago? Yes.
Right.
But now it's like we are sitting in here talking about the dreams. So last winter I met Carl.
Right.
When we met first time, we just shared ideas. But maybe third or fourth meeting we start planning in it. It's like try to make it reality. Then it's happened like it started like this. So last July we named our journey Steps to the West. During that time it started really becoming a reality.
Becoming reality.
Yes.
Right, right. So how did you guys come up with the name Steppers to the West?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's just something we've been working on for some time. We put quite a bit of thought into it. Naming something is always quite important, so it's very difficult. And I think it really just came in a flash of inspiration one day. We were kind of sitting around on the floor doing something else, and the steps, I think, was the key, and the fact that we're going to be walking to the west. So then as soon as the words steps and walking to the west all just fell into place, and it just happened. And as soon as I said it to myself, steps to the west, that's it. I mean, it was one of those magical things where it all just lines up nicely and succinct, and you think, that's it, that's the one. We'll go for that. And everyone loved it. Everyone thought that was great.
Then he told me, then I read.
So, okay. And when you guys met, was it the first time meeting and you told him about your dream?
Yes, yes. I invite my friend. They say that they try to looking for the alcohol.
Alcohol? No, you can tell it.
That's
so
right.
you guys were
during that time, there was one English guy stay with my family in my home.
Oh, right.
That night he told me like he tried to meet one very special person for him. Then he went out. After 2 hours, maybe he sent a message. We couldn't find any alcohol in Mongolia. What's happening in here? Then I said, oh, it's that day. It's first of Mongolia. In Mongolia, we have rules. Every first of month, no allowed to sell alcohol, any alcohol. Then I tell him, okay, I will check my kitchen room. Then I said to him, okay, come over here. They come to my home. Then we shared a few of the last wine. Then few
was it wine?
A few bottles.
It was a lot of wine.
Was there anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
That night, yes, we met first time. Also, we talking about his walking around journeys and about mountaineering, climbing, and about we talked many issues. We shared many things that night. But main thing was to talk about this camel journey, about dream. Yeah.
So about Angela, how did you come on board? Share your story with us.
Yeah, so I was already walking. So I think to pull a team together, most of us have to have a little bit of an edge and a craziness to us. So, you know, Carl walking over 18 years now, and I've been walking 3. And I got a call from Carl about this expedition and what Baikal's dream was, and that he was already heading that direction as well. And I had already walked Mongolia, so it was a big decision to come back. And I really wanted to support a woman's dream of doing this. And there's camels involved, and it's an ancient and historical way of traveling. I mean, just walking in itself is, you know, one of the oldest forms. So now taking a camel caravan, it deems, you know, kind of an impossibility to it. And I think with Baikal's dream and Carl's vision of trying to make something impossible turn possible, it has a a calling to it, something that really excites people.
We've been talking about other team members. So who are the team members?
So all of them at the moment they are waiting us in my home.
All right.
Maybe we should go to my home.
Oh,
to
let's
meet
go
them.
then.
Yeah. Welcome to my home. My team members are waiting you guys in here.
Hello guys, how are you? How's your morning?
Good, very well, thank you.
Very important person. So, human resourcing, I'd say.
Human resource.
Human resource.
And human resource.
Manager
So
of
if
the
it
team.
all goes bad, you can look back at me and say I built the team. Yeah.
So, yes, introduce
Okay,
yourself.
I'm Angela Maxwell, and I've been walking around the world for 3 years. And I had walked Mongolia back in 2015.
Before,
Yeah, so I walked from Ulaanbaatar to Ulaanbaatar. And I was walking across Europe when Karl Bushby called and told me that Baikal has this dream of taking this camel caravan. I think like most people, I responded with that sounds amazing. Good luck with that. I didn't actually feel called to come back personally to walk Mongolia, but I started actually connecting with Baikal. And the piece for me there is that my work has always been around supporting girls and women in some way. And to me, to come back to Mongolia and to support a woman's dream that she's had for many years, and to be a part of that team, to say I want to support something that means a lot to Mongolia, it means a lot to her, it means a lot to her family, and then all of us coming together for personal reasons to be here, and in a team that's going to support something that is just so, could be historical, something that's just so grand, felt special.
Hi.
My name's Erica Keilinger. I'm from Bend, Oregon, also in the United States. And there was a post put on Facebook that said that they were looking for another woman to join the team. And I am friends with Angela. I've been watching her walk around the world for 3 years. And have always wanted to join her on her walk. I love the way she gets to engage with the earth as she's walking, to be with the earth, to listen to the wind, to be with the sun, to really feel the way the earth speaks. And so I have wanted to walk with her. So when I saw the Facebook post of In All Places,
Wow, interesting.
I said that I was interested. And I got an email saying that I was her first choice and that she was serious. I said, oh wow, this really might happen.
My name is Gabriel Schonard. I'm 35 years old. I'm from Bend, Oregon, United States. And my adventuring career started fairly early on. I was always drawn to traveling around the country, many different countries. In 2005, I decided to walk from Mexico to Canada. So 27.
You're a walker as well.
I'm a walker, world walker. And by call met Carl, and then Carl met Angela, and Angela is from Bend as well. And Angela reached out to my partner Erica. This is my partner Erica, and she was preparing to go, and I was supporting her in going on this journey and saying, "This is an amazing thing. Congratulations!" And I fully support this mission. And then I was in the room when Angela said, "Well, actually, we're looking for another man to join this journey." And so I was like, "Whoa, okay, I'll just take this in, take a moment." So I took about 2 days to think about it, and I decided 2 days.
You must have been craving for this kind of challenge.
Yes.
I'm Murat. So, at the time being, I heard of this project actually just a few weeks before arrived to Mongolia. And during that time I was in contact with Angela, our team member too. So yeah, we were talking back and forth about what we're doing, and I was in southern Sweden that time. And then had a Skype meeting with Carl Bushby, and the first question was asking him, why do you do this? So explained why he is going to do it, and how the idea came to the light. And that's the time I heard about Baikal. And exactly, I thought I'd give it a thinking. You know, I just wanted to have a little time.
Meditate on it.
Meditate on it. Well said. Yeah, I did. So I talked to both team members a bit more. So I decided, and I arrived here on the 5th of September.
Hi, I'm Jamie Ramsey, and I am an endurance adventurer from Scotland in Great Britain. I found out about this adventure again from Angela. Just through a Facebook message while I was sitting at home, saying that she was with Carl and Baikal and Murat out here in Mongolia. They were looking for another man to join, and my job is basically going on adventures, and I had a few months spare, so I'm just joining for a few months just for it in Mongolia. And I looked at the project and I thought, so from what I do, I'm a runner. So in 2014 I ran from Canada to Argentina. And when they told me about this project, I was like, this presents so many challenges that I'm not used to.
자, сайн байцгаана уу?
She is my mom and my auntie. At the moment, they are preparing for my sheep skin. It's keeping my body warm to survive the Mongolian harsh winter. It's very warm, quite heavy, but that's okay when I sit on camel. So they're almost finished. 다 дуусч байна гайгүй юу?
Гүцэж байна.
Гүцэж байгаа. За, манай ээж ер нь миний so my mom made all my Mongolian costumes.
Охин нь 3 жилээр одоо аянд гарах гэж байна. Таны бодол яаж ийн ээж хүний хувьд? Санаа зовж гин үү, итгэж гин үү?
Ээж хүний хувьд баг зэрэг санаа зовж байна. Гэхдээ би охиныг 3 жилийн аялд сайн яваад ирэх байхаа гэж итгэж байна. Тэгээд энэ хамтрагч багууд нь ч гэсэн их мундаг сан хэмээс байгаа дэлхийн аялагч нар байгаа утгаар би охиндоо санаа зовхгүй байна.
How did you take this big grand project when you heard about it? You know, how are you supporting this?
If you think of it as a family matter, it is a big thing. 3 years is a very long time to be away. If you think of a nationwide project, then 3 years is a very small sacrifice. So for me, I'm trying to support her every way I can, the team as well.
About this journey, what's the purpose and meaning of this grand, mostly impossible journey?
I think you just said it. The fact that it's
Yes.
impossible.
Yes.
And that was I think the real turning point for me was when you realize that everyone seems to believe that it is impossible. And at that point, that's when it gets my interest.
Yes.
That's the thing that interests me. So as soon as everyone started saying, well, even I when she first spoke about it, when I first thought about it for a little while, I thought, well, no, that's just not going to happen. You can't get 10 animals across all these borders, especially in a lot of these countries here. So. But that was the crux of it. That's what adventure is. It's taken on an impossible challenge. When people tell you it cannot be done, then suddenly that project has value. And that's where I think, for me anyway, it all came together.
Right, about you?
Yes, when always, I try to share my dream to other people, and they laugh. Wow, really? that's crazy. It's all, most of them say like it's not possible. But first, he was the first person to tell them, let's make it happen. We should do it. Yes, he was like this. For me, the main purpose is like main purpose is to promote Mongolia, and it's all that's all its effects to entire the world.
To
Aspects, I mean.
And I must say that at this point we were sober. Okay. This wasn't during the wine. This was afterwards, so we were quite sober, and we were taking it very seriously at this point.
Could this journey? It's a question from baigalmaa. Could this journey be around Mongolia? Why go outside Mongolia?
Oh, okay. Okay, inside Mongolia, I made a lot of camel trekking and horse trekking. I guess our 10 years, I made many big expeditions with tourists. So main thing is on this thing is like following the Silk Road.
Following the Silk Road.
Yeah, that's why it's outside. It should be outside the Mongolia. So we've already planned to finish Mongolia. Like we all just to finish Mongolia, we have planned 3 months, roughly 3 months. Yeah.
Roughly 3 months.
Yes.
And you guys are obviously planning to be on the road for 3 years.
Yes.
And how did you guys come up with this 3 years?
It's very hard to make a good prediction on timings for something like this. Primarily because none of us have, well, I know Baikal has worked with camels, we haven't worked with camels, we're walkers, so we can bring our understanding of time and distance. But when you start to look at the animals and when you start to look at the borders and the bureaucracy and what that's going to take and all the time that will take, I think you really have to start looking at the potential. The reality is that it's going to take a lot longer than you might originally think.
Right.
So if we put all of these reality factors into it and give ourselves a bit of wiggle room, then it kind of pads out to about 3 years. And we have to work at the camel's speed, not our speed. And camels don't naturally do these distances. They, like in the old Silk Road, people would do perhaps a couple of months, weeks to months, along that Silk Road, and then they would drop off the supplies and go back. And then someone else would pick them up and move them down the road. But no one does the whole road.
Right.
So we've got to work at a reasonable pace so that the animals get the kind of rest and chance to recover and gain their strength to keep going. So it's got to be at a rational pace, a reasonable pace that the animals can stay healthy, fit, and then we don't run into problems.
Also, we add few months for unexpected events and conditions. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys must be a little bit crazy.
I think we all own that a bit. We have to, right?
That's not a bad thing. I mean, someone's got to be.
Crazy people make something incredible.
So I want to clarify this for our audience because people, when you start talking about camels, people would think you guys would ride, but you guys would walk. Who's going to ride the camels? Nobody?
Yes, me and another 2 member, I guess. Maybe it depends on other issues, you know, the people health and maybe the weather conditions. Yep.
So most of you guys are walking.
Yes.
And all the other team members.
Yes. Yeah.
International team members.
Yes.
So ever since we have started talking, we've been talking about these camels. And do you guys have the camels ready, and where are they now?
Well, yes, since we took control of these camels, we have them at our camel camp. So why don't we go to the camel camp and introduce you to our hairy friends?
Hairy friends. Okay, let's go all there together then. And now we just arrived at the Steppers to the West project's camel camp. They are training their camels, they're loading their camels, and now let's go to talk with them.
Well, from the very inception of this idea, it was about camels. When the idea was first suggested by Baikal, during that social gathering that evening, it was, hey, what about imagine a camel journey to Europe? So right from the get-go, it was all about camels. And I'm quite happy with that, because these animals are just amazing creatures biologically. I mean, if anything is adapted to long journeys through the types of terrains that we're talking about, then it's these ships of the desert right here. It's these babies. These are the guys that can pack weight, go the distance, and take on some really arid, dry terrain. With horses, that's a lot more difficult. Now, horses might be easier to handle in some cases, but they're not going to go the miles and the distance in the types of terrains that we're going to be faced with, some of the challenges that we're going to be faced with. That's these guys. The image you have before you start this is way more simple than the reality is. Like getting to know the animals, getting to know their personalities, understanding how to look after these animals, and then start working on the training. It's full on. It's a career. You could make a career out of working with these animals, and some people do. So I mean, we've got a long way to go. We've been training for a couple of months now, but we still feel that we have got a lot of work to do. So the first days of this journey will be a little rough. The animals will take a bit of time to settle into a routine, and eventually they'll get it. They'll understand what's going on every day. We do this in the morning, we walk, we do this at night. And once we start doing that repetitively, then the animals they'll get it, and they'll switch onto it, and then life will start to get easier. But at first it's going to be a bit rough.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you, if I ask you to describe camel with one word, what would you say?
They're sensitive.
Sensitive.
Very sensitive.
And can you tell briefly about your first encounter with these animals?
My first interaction was with this animal right here, this camel. And he is very big, as you can see, and very strong. So he has trained me well.
Oh, he has trained you?
Yes, he has trained me.
Forgiving.
Forgiving.
Yeah. They don't hold any grudges.
So, what's your camel's name?
He's Atlas.
Atlas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Atlas.
wow. Okay. And if I ask you to describe Atlas with one word, what would that be?
Well, he's a very strong one. He's very strong. Very strong. One of the strongest ones in the team, but very soft.
Strong and soft.
That's right.
So those are two words. Okay.
I would say intelligent.
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 And about your first experience with them?
My first experience with this type of camel was right here about a week ago. And I'm used to horses, so it's just a very different. Their legs go in every single angle, so it's just always making sure that you're out of their reach. But they're very gentle, and they take to you quickly, and they're awesome.
I would describe camels as inquisitive.
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive. They are very interested in everything that's going on around them. When we're over at the tent, I often see them looking over at us and just being interested in what we're doing. And then when we come over, they stop what they're doing. Sometimes they'll stop chewing, and they just pay attention, lots of attention to us. And can we trust them?
Monolithic would be the word I would use. These are amazing creatures, and they're powerful. I mean, they look quite docile most of the time, but when they don't want to play, they can become pretty difficult things to deal with, and they are so strong. So they're in charge most of the time. It's
So baigalmaa, can you tell us about your first encounter with camels? You're Mongolian, you have nomadic background,
Yes.
so it must be very early.
Yes, okay. My parents are herders. Be careful with the backside, they will kick out. So that we have so many 5 different camel animals, so including camels. In herds in Mongolia, they should move 4 times every year. So when I was a small child, my mom and my father put us in small baskets, you know, that we call it the dogs with the basket.
Basket, right.
Yeah, you put on this, then back on the camels. It's my first experience with camels, but maybe after when I was 4 or 5 years, we started riding camels and horses. So it's for me very familiar. For me, it's like I feel like with them my family, part of you, and also my family member.
So I would like to ask from Angela about the walking these big distances. How is the physical training? What kind of physical training required?
Well, I think that it's a simple question now when you take someone like Carl and myself and some of the other team members who have done long distance walking, some running, you know, Arctic exploration. So there's a distance already that a lot of us, just to come onto the team, already had that. So a lot of us had already done our own training. So when Baikal and Carl came together and had this vision and said, let's create a team, because you need a lot of things. You need help. 10 camels is a lot. We're learning that very quickly.
Right.
And there's a lot of gear, and then there's just support. You know, it's nice to have a larger team and you're supporting each other. And so for most of us on the team, our training has been our own kind of, might I say, crazy expeditions that we're doing. But we have taken on 2 other people who have some experience, but not a lot. And so, for instance, one might ride a camel as well as Baikal, but wants to give it a try. So the good news is that where we're at with the camels is it is, as they say, it's camel timing at this point. So I think we're all going to be getting conditioned for the first month or 2, whereas if some of us could go further, these camels are going to be the ones that are telling us just how far they can go because they haven't walked these distances before.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, okay, guys, thank you for coming to the studio. And we will be, the Mongolian National Broadcaster will be with you guys. And I have to wish you good luck and stay alive, make it to the end. And on 29th, you guys are taking off. So we will be there as well to see you out.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys. For having us. Yes.
Today is 29th of October. We MNB World is here at Sukhbata Square with a great team of steppers to the West project to report their farewell ceremony. As you can see, there are so many Mongolians, including mothers who are wishing them safe and successful journey, families and friends who have glory tears in their eyes and belief in their hearts. People who came here to say farewell to the team donated not only their talent and money, but also their genuine hearts and good wishes. Time to get on the road has arrived, and they are taking off.
Өнөөдөр ирж хамаг цаахан нислээр ирж биднийг өрөөж өгсөн хамаг сайхан монголчуудаа ах эгч нартай нутаг усныхандаа бүгдэнд маш баярлалаа. Бүгдэнд эрүүл ихийг хүсье. Тэгэхээр бидгээд үйл амжилттай гүйцээгээд 10 сайхан тимээгээ хоронд нь буцаагаад аваад ирнэ.
Mongolia, what can I say? It's been fantastic. Enormous help. You've literally enabled a dream to come true. You've allowed this to happen. You've helped us all every step of the way, and I cannot thank the Mongolian people enough on behalf of this team for all the support and help that we've had over the last, almost 5 months
Fantastic. We bid you farewell. We will do our best. You can rely on us, and we'll be seeing you down the road somewhere in the coming years.
Yes, see you on the road. This great dream and experience of a lifetime will challenge everything you have. May your road be safe. From MNB World, we wish you the best of luck and health.